told me that I'm live. Am I live? YouTube, am I live? Am I live? Hi. Let's adjust this lighting. Boop a doop. Hello. Hi. It's Anastasia from the Sacred Spheres. I'm in my bedroom. This is Wednesday. We don't have hump day live streams anymore, but we do have random pop-ups. And I felt like popping up an atom today. So I'm live. I'm in my bedroom. I really should be painting right now, but I needed a day of respite. And that's why I'm here. And also, I've been getting a lot more, you could call them trolls lately, or hecklers, which I love. I actually love all their comments. But one of them was accusing me of being a rambling drunk when I just have a very beautiful boomerang mind that goes in circles. And I thought it was funny because today, oh, it's very hot here. I literally had sweat on my moustache. Hi, Valerie. Hi. This is a top secret. I'm going live. I was not planning on going live. I love the backlighting. You see, what the fuck is this? I was just mentioning how I have a lot of, not a lot, but some folks who are sort of like trolling me a little bit. Hi, Sydney. Yeah, and I think, yeah, it's funny. I love when people give me their 2 cents. It's delicious. Whether it's, plus, minus, or neutral, I'm down to munch on that. Num num num. But one guy was like, "Hey, Anastasia, you're a rambling drunk when I have this beautiful boomerang mind." Well, so today, I really need to be. I needed to be painting, and I decided to take a little break, just a wee break. And a friend of mine and I, it was summertime. They live in ZZ. It's Los Angeles, so I decided to go out with her and we went to this fun little area here in East Hollywood and had some drinks and eats. And so have like I'm a little buzzing, just a tiny bit. Hello, Valerie. Hello, Sydney. And I thought it might be funny. I'm not drunk by any means, but I did pour myself some wine. Maybe I'll get a little drunk. That might be fun to see what happens if I get drunk on camera. I don't know. Oh, TWC's back. Where the pool at? I know. I need to jump in the goddamn pool. I feel like I'm so sweaty. I feel like a swimming pool. Hello, Zoe. Hello, Dale. Yeah. So, yeah, I've been accused of being a rambling drunk on camera when I've drunk this much beer. And now that I have a little buzz, I wonder what's going to come out if actually I have drunk something. What does that sound like? I think I'm going to be more focused, is what it's going to sound like. I'm not going to be rambling. Rambling is my normal brain, my normal brain without anything that I've imbibed. So this is an impromptu happy hour. Holy shit, we just had a surge and people show up. Welcome to our impromptu top secret happy hour. Bring your own goddamn beverage, whether it's a boob, BYO boob, BYO bridge. Let's get our freak on. I don't care. Let's see what happens. I'm very excited. This is a whole other level of Anastasia. We're doing our taxes. Yes. It's sex, death, and taxes, or what is it? I don't know. Love, death, and taxes. I don't know. Anyway, death and taxes. Cheers. Here's to you, to me, to all of us. It's so good to hang out with you guys, whoever you are in the chat, hiding in the creepy corners of my imagination, or simply in the dark and not wanting to comment. That's okay. So, as always, even though we don't officially have it, this is my Hermione hair, we don't really officially have any type of hump day vibes going on anymore. Oh, I probably should move my hair a little bit so it doesn't click, clack, clack, click, click. Come with me and you'll be in a world of complete illusion and maybe imagination. I mentioned fairy tales. I put that as a hashtag. We have these little lending libraries in Hollywood, Los Angeles area. I mean, they're all around the world. But I love going to the ones that have kids stuff, and I love paying over kids' books and reusing them. I got this whole thing of fairy tales. I thought it might be fun while slightly drunk. Having a fun hangout sitch. Life's too goddamn short not to just enjoy yourself. It has been so gnarly lately. I was crying in my live stream yesterday. I was fucking crying. You know what I mean? I was accused of being a rambling drunk when I had an inch of beer. It was hilarious. I mean, I was not. Because again, the funny thing is when I actually have drunk something, I'm like so much more pinpointed on what I want to talk about. But yeah, so I have these fairy tales. I might just read them to you and see what happens. Oh shit, yeah. Let's see. Valerie, Sydney, Andy, TWC, Zoe again. Hello, hello, beautiful people. Dirk, stand up and do a spin. I can't. I'm in my bed. This is my boudoir. I sleep and I fuck here, folks. That's it. Work is done downstairs. I normally have this live stream downstairs, so I can't get up and because like I literally have this stand on a bunch of books. I mean, like literally, I can show you. Like, look at that. I also have some crackers. I've got hummus. We're making this a whole experience. Top fucking secret. Hello, live stream. This is the Sacred Spheres. This is Anastasia. It looks like Andy joined. I do. Okay, Andy, is that a challenge? I do know how to create an MOD, but my phone like I literally created someone as an MOD, but it glitched. We don't need an MOD unless you guys feel unsafe. Then I will appoint someone an MOD. But I'm chilling. I like when folks roast me because I can't be a fucking stand up if I can't take some shit. You know what I mean? And honestly, it's fun. I am literally, if any of you follow, if you don't, you should follow me on Instagram at the Sacred Spheres. Chuck and I have decided I'm going to create t-shirts with the best roasts or maybe the best comments too. So we love the fact that someone said I am a sacred crackhead. That was epic. That was really fun. A sacred crackhead. Someone was the other one that Chuck really liked. Oh, I'm a fake dyke. I'm not a real dyke. I'm a fake dyke. I know Instagram really does suck. I know it really blows chunks. But the thing is like I do art and photography, and like it's basically my website or Instagram. Like Facebook, no, what's dying is fucking Facebook. You know, fuck Meta and Facebook. Like that shit's like just gross. Messenger. I'm sorry if you love it. It's just felt gross though to me personally. If you love it, that's rad. It has not worked for me. It's felt disgusting in my body for a very long time. However, obviously Meta owns fucking everything. So like what am I going to do? Go on like I think they own WhatsApp as well. Like go on Signal or Telegram and like post my look at my art, folks. I mean the best I can do I guess is just have my website going. But I did post on Instagram like the top roasts, the heckles if you will, that I've recently gotten. I love that we went over like 30 people and then they all disappeared. They're like, "Screw you." Oh, look who's back. All right, Mr. Zest is back. Happy to have you. Welcome back. Please behave. Please behave. Um, anyway, I'm very happy to have you guys. It is Anastasia Day. Yeah, instead of Hump Day, it's Anastasia Day. We are in the boudoir, after all, but it's not Hump Day. It's just we're not getting hump on. We're just getting our yeah, we're just getting it on. Hey, I did something, Andy. Look, I'm going to do something else. You guys should have just gotten a little message. You said I couldn't do that, Andy. Love you guys. Well, welcome to our top secret. We're going live. Who gives a fuck? Live stream. We're here combating the madness that is Wednesday. That is Hump Day. Instead of getting our sexy on, we're just coming on. Oh God, that sounds dirty as fuck too. We're just live. We're just live. Like, subscribe, comment, like, subscribe, comment, like. Hit the man in the boat, please. Please hit the notification bell so you know when I'm going live right now. Who's here? Oh my God, Andy has a wrench. Valerie is chill. She is chill. And she has been going through some stuff. Valerie, how you doing? Oh, Mr. Zest. Thank you. That's very kind. Mr. Zest apologized. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Although, I welcome all sorts of communications. Everything is allowed. Positive, negative, neutral. Although we did just, Andy, you need to behave, okay? It's probably a blunt, not a hunt. We don't want to get, we don't want to get shut down as a YouTube account, Andy. So Andy, behave. All right, my friend. Oh wow, el coge abuelas. We gotta do fentanyl. Yeah, we no, we don't gotta do fentanyl together. Oh my god. Yeah. Uh, a drug person is wait, what is streaming on it? What TWC, what's that about? Instagram streams a drug person? I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of people who probably shouldn't be selling drugs, meaning pharmaceuticals, who do and like are fucking up our country anyway. All right, where are we going? All right. Anyway, we've got Andy. No cockapoo. No to drug people. Um, yes, it was not a hunt. It was a blunt. That is exactly, yeah. Andy is currently a moderator. So, yeah, he doesn't like bad words. It doesn't like pornographic things. It's shut down many of my accounts because I'm just a crazy motherfucker. Valerie, it's so good to see you. Your mom is good. Listening, reading, you're present. Andy did not like smoking. Fun fact, my brain is on drugs normally. It doesn't need drugs because it's normally like I'm tripping balls. My brains are out of fucking control. My brains are insane in the fucking membrane. Yeah. Someone once, they're like, smoke something. I'm like, and? Like, nothing happened. No, it's not. No, that's just. Anyway, welcome. We're here on a Wednesday. We're not normally here anymore on Wednesdays. Different strokes for different folks, whether you drink, smoke, whatever you do. You have hummus. I brought hummus. We're having an impromptu hummus crackers party. I'm very happy to have you. Oh, good night. TWC is saying peace out. All right. In theory, it says there are only two people watching, but I know there are far more than two people watching. Well, anyway, somebody challenged me and said, "Oh my God, you are rambling drunk when you have an inch of beer." So I thought it might be fun to see. Oh, you're happy to see me happy tonight. Thank you. I have to say thank you to Ginny, my closest friend, female friend here. My closest male friend here in LA is Chuck. Female friend is Ginny. Ginny and I met each other. I should tell that story, but before I tell the story, she took me out to a taqueria and we had some drinks and eats and we had an amazing time. I need to be painting today. I'm not in the mood. I don't feel like it. I need a little tiny break. So I'm taking a little tiny break. And I'm challenging myself to see what it's like if I have a little bit to drink and what I'm like on camera. So thank you, TWC. It was an absolute pleasure for you to join us. Thank you for being here. Thank you. It was great to see you again. Thank you very much for being here. Yeah, some of these are live, some of these are reruns. Madam Black Wolf is here. Hi. Thank you, you guys. I was just saying how today I needed a bit of a break. Yesterday I was having a breakdown. I was like crying on camera. I'm like, I miss my sweetheart. I miss my sweetheart. I almost texted him today, but I had to restrain myself. And he's a black wolf, but not in a good way. He would probably eat my face off right now if I texted him. And I also have missed working and missed being around people as much as I have been. This is our lighting. Let me change the lighting. That's a little better. I'm backlit, so it makes my hair look like a frizz ball. I think it's adorable. Thank you though for saying hello. Um, Sydney again, Valerie, Andy, Madam. Thank you for the hugs. Yeah, it's been really rough. But so yeah, my good friend Ginny took me out. So Ginny is just, I've talked a lot about Chuck. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Oh, thank you for loving my hair. Yeah, I mean, every day's, I know, my hair's super frizzy. It's because of the backlighting. You can't normally tell, Kenneth. Yeah, yesterday was rough, but most days are rough. Remember, I lost my job and my guy within 5 days of each other in May after 6 months of a living hell. No idea what the fuck was going down, but I'm here and I'm grateful to be here. And I had an amazing day. I have Hermione hair. Yes, I love my fucking hair. with my good friend Ginny. And I was going to tell that story. So Ginny, I met her here in LA 9 years ago. It's very hard to find affordable housing in LA, but when you find something that's good, you fucking get it by the goddamn balls and you make it work. So when I've when I've been drinking, yeah, something that happens is I might curse a hell of a lot more. Remember, there's a guy's like, "Oh my God, you ramble, you drunk that much." I'm like, "No, you have no idea." I again might stay more to the point. Like right now, I'm trying to tell this fucking story, so I'm going to tell the story. So Ginny, closest female friend in LA. My closest male friend is Chuck. Ginny and I, 9 years ago, there was a house, a big house with like 5 different bedrooms that they needed to rent out. And we all showed up, about 20 people, different women, who were like vying for one goddamn space. Thank you for the hearts. And we all show up and we're all literally, it's like a dog eat dog, like fucking like it's like a WWE style with women like pulling each other's hair, like who's gonna get the open rooms for rent. It was like an open call. And I got as fabulous as I could. At the time, my hair was shaved on the sides. I had a pompadour. I think it was dyed like a deep red color. I wore a faux fur jacket that looked like Margot Tenenbaum from Royal Tenenbaums. I had a whole outfit on. It was like a curated art vibe going on. I brought my best self. I looked as hip as I fucking could be. I'm like, this is Los Feliz. We gotta like look the part. I show up and all the girls are looking as basic as fuck. They, like it's fine. Like I kind of dress that way now. I just wear like leggings and like, workout clothes with this. Like they were not trying is what I'm saying. I was trying really hard, but that was the point. I was trying too hard. It wasn't going to be a good fit. It was clear. I walked in the house. I'm like, this is not a good fit. You could dress however the fuck you want. My vibe, their vibe, these do not collide. You heard it here first. That's a nice little rhyme. And oops. So I'm there, awkward, but like, hey, it's hard to find a place in LA. Let me maybe try and figure this out. So I'm just hanging out. I'm hanging out and trying to like get to know the women there. And then the doorbell rings and all of a sudden someone's knocking, ringing the doorbell. I open the door and there is my future best friend, Ginny. I didn't know at the time, but she saw me with my shaved sides, my pompadour, my high art, crazy Margot Tenenbaum outfit. She's like, well, tra-la-la. I didn't know we had to be so fancy for this, uh, you know, basically, like, yeah, become a roommate or eat the one, yeah, it's kind of like devour the other roommates or be the roommate. So, and she looked just as fabulous. And she looked around. She's like, oh God, you and I do not fit in here. However, we were trying anything to get a room. We're like, we just need somewhere to live. I worked at this high-end smoothie bar in health and wellness. I might look artsy fartsy, but I'm also bougie. Here's some free smoothie cards. They were like, fuck you, what are these? And like Ginny brought like little fancy matcha green tea Kit Kats from a H Mart. And they thought we were this weirdos because we are weirdos, but we're extraordinarily cool for the right type of people. And she was like, "Oh my God, Anastasia, we're not getting any of these open rooms, but you and I should be friends." And she gave me her business card. I still have it. Her business card is literally a piece of fabric. She is an amazing designer. So she works and does, believe it or not, burlesque costumes. She largely worked on Dita Von Teese as part of a collective of people. She's worked on a lot of other celebrities and their costumes, the ones that, got to get stripped off real fast, like J-Lo, Beyonce, when they're on tour and they have to like just tear their clothes off mid-song. And they have like rhinestones and normally Swarovski crystals. So she calls herself a crystal elf. She'll literally be like sewing like little Swarovski crystals into garter belts and crazy shit. But she's also a bike mechanic. She's a badass bitch. But her business card is literally like, look at this thing. It's kind of destroyed at this point. It's a piece of fabric with like her. Oh, I shouldn't show her image. She's very private. Sorry, you can't see her now. It's like a photo of her and it has her phone number and address and well, not like home address, but like email, stuff like that. How to get a hold of her and book her. She is such a cool person and she rides a bike. Like she literally cycles around town in LA. What the hell? So we were having fun today. That's my story of Ginny. She's amazing. So for 9+ years, we've been BFFs. Um, Jack Nicholson, Clockwork Orange. I mean, I no, no. Jack Nicholson wasn't in. I don't know. He was in Clockwork Orange. Um, I don't think so. No. You love my shirt. Oh yeah, Devich. Sorry. So I always would say Devochka. Like my background is Russian, and you would think I'd know how to pronounce this, but I don't because see, I was raised speaking like a pidgin Russian, and then it was so traumatic being in the community I was from. Once I left that with my mom, it was only English, and then I transitioned to French and lived in France. So I speak mostly fluent French, and I've worked in a capacity where I use my French often, and I know so little Russian. But it's I went to this lady recently at a like shop, and she was like, I was wearing this. This is a band for those of you who don't know, but I was wearing this. She's like Devichka. I was like Devichka, like babushka, like dedushka. Babushka is grandmother, dedushka grandpa, grandfather. My grandmother hated the word babushka. It sounded like old lady or hag. She's like, call me babunya. She's like grandma. And we never called our dedushka. Grandfather called him deda or grandpa. Anyway, Devichka. They have such an amazing album that I love. It's so, the flow of it, it's about a relationship, like the full arc of a relationship. Isn't it called like The End? So you know it's gonna end, but it's this beautiful, amazing. You know, like when people fall in love, and it's like the fireworks, and then like all the troubles, and then like oh we come back together, and then we break up. It's a really wonderful album, and a lot of it was featured from like a million years ago. What was this, like 20 years ago on yeah, about 20 years ago on the Little Miss Sunshine soundtrack. Okay, sorry. I have not paid any attention to the chat. Yeah, YouTube, yeah, does not like anything too naughty. Hooray for Hollywood and Anastasia with her frizzy hair. Sydney is sad but staying strong. Oh, I love you. Let's get happy. Remember, at the end of the day, all these live streams are for community. It's a happy hour. Even if I'm not happy, you're not happy, someone's happy. Let's get happy. Bring your own beverage, your own boob, your own bay, your own boo, your own bridge, your own book. Oh, oh my God. Oh, Madame Backwolf went blonde too. Oh, yes, Andy Randu is also king of the puns, not just king of the moderators. Let's see here. What else is happening here? Yeah, definitely Jack Nicholson was not in Clockwork Orange, but he definitely was in The Shining. So the Simpsons versions of Clockwork Orange, yeah, Halloween, those are fun. Oh, yes, my little Droogie. Nice comment there, Madam Black Wolf. Let's see what else is going on. Shamu, okay. Madam Black Wolf is saying, in New York City, there's an actual Korova milk bar modeled after the fictional version in Clockwork Orange, but they serve alcohol. Well, that's a shh, don't tell anyone. Let's see here. Oh, Valerie, you're amazing. Oh my God. So it looks like right now it's Valerie, Andy, Sydney, and I. If anyone is here, show yourself in the chat because we want to say hi. We're having drinks, BYO, whether it's water, milk, coffee, tea, matcha, one of those cobalt blue bottles from Erewhon that cost $50. That shouldn't, but they do because it's Erewhon, because that's where you can get a strawberry for $20, a singular strawberry. And again, this is our happy hour where it's bring your own, fill in the blank, be like boy. Madam Black Wolf is icing her coffee. It's iced. Do you do cold brew? Do you do nitro? Is it just regular old Joe? Is the Joe from a Starbucks, from a caffeine, from a, what is there? Seattle's Best from what? Tell us more. We want to know everything. What is this live stream? I don't know. Anastasia's had a few rough days. I think I go through these, the grief I've been going through just kind of catches up with me, and it really caught up with me yesterday. It might be because I'm not eating enough and not as active physically as I normally am. I'm normally very physically active. I don't know. It's also very warm. It's unexpectedly very warm. Caramel pecan coffee with sweet cream creamer. That sounds divine. Water again, but you would rather have some wine. Well, Jesus would turn that water to wine, but if he had ADHD and got distracted, it would become wanter or wanta. Remember, we were talking about that yesterday. All right, beautiful people. I was mentioning bring your own B as in boy, maybe B for books. Let's see. I put a hashtag of fairy tales because I have this treasure chest of great. Sorry, I just hit the mic. Treasure. It's called the mini treasure of great fairy tales because we were trying to see what it's like if Anastasia has drunk more than an inch of beer, how much she lives on to the roast. The roasters, the hecklers, the trolls who sometimes, hey, 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 hey. I love it. All right. Once upon a time, a carpenter. You have to see, do you know what this fairy tale already is? A carpenter. This is acting. God, little did you know we were going to be in an acting workshop. A carpenter picked up a strange lump of wood while mending a table. When he began to whittle it, the wood started to moan. What is this? This sounds like a pornographic version of Pinocchio. The frightened carpenter decided to get rid of it at once, immediately. My YouTube channel is going to be banned. Why is the wood moaning? He gave it to his friend. Now it's a threesome. The cobbler Geppetto. He wanted to make a puppet. Oh, jeez. Are you sure this is kids? What is this shit? I'll call him Pinocchio, mused the cobbler. That's a lucky name. Who the hell is saying this? What omniscient narrator is this? Is this the algorithm for Pornhub? Sorry. Back in his workshop, Geppetto started to carve the wood. Suddenly a voice squealed. Oh, that hurt. If you're reading this story, that sounds so dirty and gross. Geppetto is astonished. Oh my God. Excitement mounting. Oh my God. He mounted the... No, wow. I'm going to get banned from YouTube if I continue. All right. He carved a head, then eyes that immediately stared right at the cobbler. But the moment Geppetto carved the nose, it grew longer and longer, no matter how often the cobbler caught it down to size. Asterisk cobbler, not cobbler. It was the cobbler who had a cubby where the wood was kept in between carvings. How is the nose getting bigger? How can there be lies told? How are they gonna work this story? This doesn't make any sense. I thought the nose getting longer was because he was being a naughty boy. That's what she said. The nose is getting longer. The newly carved mouth began to chuckle. Be still, scolded Geppetto. But the puppet rudely stuck out his tongue. Taco tongue. All right. By the time the cobbler had shaped the hands and feet, the wooden puppet was ready to snatch off the good man's wig. Wig? And give him a hearty kick? What the fuck version of he's wearing a wig? What part of that is the dude is wearing a wig? He's bald as fuck on the top with a little, like, whisker action going on the side. That's even look at that. He's, sticking his little tongue out. A wig? What in the hell version of Pinocchio is this? This is so fucking weird. What did I pick up? This is why it was free on the side of the road. Oh my God. Naughty X-rated versions of fairy tales with the whore with the heart of gold, the sacred slut, Anastasia. on her Mr. Rogers for Adults channel. Wow. Okay. We haven't even gotten past the first page. All right. So by the time the cobbler had shaped the hands and feet, the wooden puppet was ready to snatch off the wig and give him a hearty kick. What the fuck? What is this? I haven't even finished making you, yet you have no respect for me, for your father. I'm your father, Luke. Pinocchio, I'm your father. Andy, I think you need to be the moderator and kick me off this channel. Oh no. Thurl Ravenscroft, per Madame Blackwolf, provided the voice for Monstrous Roar, so Tony the Tiger voiced a killer whale. That is hilarious. You know, Ben Woodio. X-rated German content. I mean, that wouldn't be the first time. Christ. Hey, you might want to, they helped with 2 world wars. Why not let off some steam and help with 2 X-rated, I don't know, content generators or at least YouTube channels? Who's watching? We got Andy, Sydney, Madam Blackwolf, Valerie F. How you doing? What's this morning wood? It's good, Andy. You're so good at puns. You're very good at puns. A title for Japanese and sorry. A title for Anastasia in Japanese. Yasashi Tomodachi. Yasashi. Good Lord. Yasashi Tomodachi. Sweet friend. Oh, that's really lovely. This has cheered you up. It cheered me up, right? It's fun. We're bringing something. Not every day has to be crying. You're moving back inside. I love it. You know, Madam Black, are you part Japanese, or I don't know what your mix or your vibe, your ethnic vibe is. But when I was training as a sort of Olympic hopeful volleyball player, pro hopeful volleyball player, I trained at one point with a Japanese team. So when they visited us from Japan, they would walk in through the door to our gymnasium, to the gym, backwards with their hands, and they'd be going arigato, seishimasu, 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 backwards. And that was my first introduction to Japanese. I really don't know much Japanese except that, and that they train formidably and they encourage violence. The parents of the daughters, because all women's volleyball, the parents felt like if their daughters weren't getting beaten by their coaches, that they weren't getting the attention they needed to be good players. Beating their players, not just verbally beating them, but physically beating them, was encouraged. And when we would train with them in America, though, on their terrain, they were allowed to do what they wanted. But when they were here on our terrain, we said that they could not beat their players. I mean, if they wanted to yell, I guess we allowed them to yell, but they could not beat them. It was very interesting, our experience with that Japanese team. You are from North Carolina, but you've got some British. You identify as Finnish, and your fictionalized self is a Japanese. I'm so sorry. I immediately think if I'm turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. How is that song not so fucking racist? I don't know. I don't know. So, oh yeah, I did kind of put on some makeup today. Hello. I put on makeup today, darlings, to hike, to walk in the wilds of East Hollywood. Duck, duck lips. That's for you, Andy. Duck lips. Anyway, I get that I'm Hapa all the time, half Asian, half white. The weirdest thing though was someone who swore up and down on his mommy's grave that I was Nubian. I was like, how the, like, as in the African, you know, ethnicity. Like, the hell? I have no idea what that was about. But yeah, the most interesting thing I got was I was a third black, a third Native American, and a third Japanese. Anyway, but no, mostly, primarily, it's half Asian, half white. No, I'm 100% technically OG Caucasian from the Caucasus Mountains. So that's sort of southern Russia, Middle East, Central Asia almost. So technically Caucasus Mountains mixed with Asian. Some Asian. I don't want the government to have more info than they have on me already, so I haven't done one of those 23s and me kind of things. People in I come from a super tiny ethnic religious community. I mean, there are only, what, 7,000 of us here in Los Angeles, 10,000 in the US, smatterings in the diaspora throughout the Middle East, Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, Iran, Georgia, Armenia, Turkey. I often say a lot. I said that very fast. But those who have done the 23andMe, it's either it's Chinese, Mongolian, or Native American that we've gotten us. When my natural hair is almost black, and when my hair is black, very long and straight, and I just take a nice photo of myself, I look native. Absolutely. Because, yeah, the people who came over the Bering Strait were from Russia, right? And then they went boop, boop, down into the United States. Those are called Native Americans, because that was a long fucking time ago. Anyway, how about that? Yeah, I'll never forget. I once had a bleach blonde shaved head, got in a car accident. It's when I was pretty punk and I was wearing I was wearing mostly men's clothing and I had a little collar on, like a little collar here, a little cuff. It's kind of, I'm a badass. I was only in my 20s, a young thing. But yeah, with my hair, my outfit, and like you can fully see my features. And the doctor was Japanese, and he was so I got in a car accident. I had to go to the hospital. I was in the ER, and this doctor was treating me, and he was just like, "There's no way you're not Hapa. There's like no fucking way in the world." And then my mom and dad show up to help me, and he's like, "Oh," because I look like the amalgam of my mom and dad, and they're both from the southern Russian, Middle Eastern, Central Asian, whatever, like community. Except that, yeah, my dad's grandfather looked 100% Chinese. So I don't doubt that there's definitely, I mean, that area is the trade route. It's where China came through. Obviously, Genghis Khan came through there. It's a mess. It's like a fucking mess. I don't doubt that, certain people married other people or had secret affairs and that kind of a thing. I don't doubt that. Anyway, that's my little story. Wait, what is going on? My night. My 96.95 Sandra O. Oh, yeah. That's right. People think I think the reason why people think I remind them of Sandra O, maybe because there is some Asian in me, number one, and I have a lower, drier way of speaking. I speak with my hands, and I have a very kind of like powerful way of communicating when I talk about anything, but especially medicine, because I used to work in health and wellness, and she was on Grey's Anatomy, obviously, as a doctor, right? Or actually, I don't know what the fuck she was, but I'll assume a doctor. I was on. Do you guys know I was on Grey's Anatomy? I used to have purple hair, and they say it like in Hollywood, like in entertainment, like you have to have normal hair color. I mean, you can get booked looking any which way, including for jail. No. But yeah, I got booked with purple hair on Grey's Anatomy because it was Christmas Eve. Nobody was fucking available for background work. And they're like, oh, God damn it. All right. They hired me because they're like, well, it's a party scene at a bar. But I have such an unusual look that they like putting me like right by the camera. So they had me like walk through the scene where I walked right up to the camera and I'm like, look at me with my purple hair, bitches. And I walked away. And I mean, they gave me a particular route to take in this bar scene for Grey's Anatomy. But anyway, yeah. So whether I'm on Grey's Anatomy or I'm at a supplement store talking about like at Earth Bar talking about naturopathic integrative medicine to the famous people and whatever, yeah, I have a way of delivering my lines because everything I do is acting. That's the thing. People here. Okay, this could be a fun topic for this live stream and making it more a little useful than talking about X-rated fairy tales. When you have dreams, goals, you want to do certain things with your life. right? And life is taking other directions. You're like, God damn it, I have to get just like a normal job, so to speak. But I'm like a singer, a musician, a comedian, an actor, or whatever. Whatever you're given is still a platform. It's still an opportunity to utilize your skills and talents and hone them. So I've worked with the public for so many years, off and on, since because I was really trying to compete professionally, right, as an athlete, and I didn't fully leave that until my 20s. So my first job wasn't really until like 20-ish. Oh yeah, 21. That's right, because I was working for Bloomingdale's, darling, at 21. And then I worked for a bookstore, and then I moved to France. I was a nanny and did a variety of things. But everything I've done, it became a platform for a way to utilize my skills as an artist. So primarily as a performer. So I've been working my comedy today. Oh my God, you guys, today I had a call regarding, I have a new healthcare plan. Because as you guys know, I'm between jobs and things, so I had to get a different special healthcare plan for people like me. And I called, and this lady, like, she just was expecting a run of the mill person. Oh God, was she in for a treat? Well, first I made her laugh. I was like, aha, I know your sense of humor. And then I would triple, quadruple down. I would just tell the dumbest jokes. I would make her laugh. And I don't know, we were talking about doctors. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Andy. I got your message. Yeah, I'll do that. Um, One sec. I'm just going to do a little something. There we go. I did a little something, something. I just took care of business, Andy. But yeah, yeah, I was talking to this poor lady at my healthcare plan, and she was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Every opportunity in life, it's don't ever poo poo. Speaking of poo poo caca, don't poo poo what the fuck you're doing in life. Whatever you're doing is an opportunity to better whatever you think you should be doing. If it's not that, you know, everything is what you should be doing. In other words, like maybe you're not ready. Like for me, I sure as hell was not ready fully to get on stage, though I've been on stage my whole life, but not as a stand-up, not as a comic. And it's only now any like real like where I can really just own that and be on stage, fucking do that. Because honestly, for years now, I've been trying out material, and trying out hecklers and people who roast me. And I just dated someone for almost like 2.5 years who all he did was roast me, so like dismiss me, and I like it became like this fascination to me, like a way he showed me love. Because like here's the thing, we talked about this last time. Here's the thing with like a heckler or troll. You're like, oh God, that's gross or mean. It's like, no, they went out of their way to spend time to show me attention. That's an act of love. It's not even the words. Their presence is a gift. So they need something. It's transactional. They need me. It's actually it's very loving what they're doing. The words might be really fucking strange, but when you just sit there and look at it and kind of get, like we talked about, not get gripped by it, not triggered by it. If you're triggered, like breathe, and then just like look at it and just like laugh, have fun, and use it almost as like today. I swear to God, like part of that guy was like, "You're a rambling drunk," because he wasn't pre baby burp. Sorry, to be privy to how my brain normally works, as all y'all who've been on this live stream see how my brain works. But you know, this is a happy hour, so often I'll have like a beer or wine or just water or whatever I drink. But yeah, me drunk, yeah, no, I me you know what me drunk is? It's, I mean, I'm generally uninhibited, truly. Like, actually, here's a fun story. But before I get to the story, I'm gonna stay on track and on thread. I was about to say, me drunk is singing at the top of my lungs at 3 in the morning. I already sing in this setting. By the way, if you haven't liked this broadcast, this live stream, this top secret live stream, please, because I only see one like. God damn it, I need to see more likes. Mama wants more likes. No, but Sorry. Yeah, I wanted to finish that point, but and now get back to the other point at hand. Um, and oh no, I might have actually lost my train of thought. Oh shit! No, I was gonna talk about something amazing. No, no. Oh my god. Yeah, we're let's see here. I was about to tell a really fun story. God damn it. Oh no. If anyone can remember my train of us, oh, that was so fun. We were having so much fun. Sorry. And the chat's kind of like blowing up too. Um Ooh, Madam Blackwolf's trying to do her own manga. Hell yeah. Madam wants to move to yo, would you do your own makeup, you live glitterati. Ooh, uh, pin Woodio, wife of Woodpecker on you. That's funny, Andy. We were having like X-rated Pinocchio stories earlier for anyone who's just tuning in. Madam has been looking to work behind the camera. Oh, you had a horror film script that's still in yeah, everything's in wow, developmental. Wow, that was extra special for my brain. Developmental purgatory. Yeah, everything's in fucking developmental purgatory. Tell me about it. You know, here's the thing, Madam Blackwolf, just as an aside, it takes forever to make everything, even when you're fucking famous. Like Taika Waititi, he's primarily a screenwriter. He's also a comedian. I mean, he does a lot of things. Obviously, director, and has become Oscar winner, Jojo Rabbit, and very famous dude. I got to work with him. He's not on a script or thing. Like I helped to promote Jojo Rabbit when I worked for ArcLight Cinemas Hollywood and Cinerama Dome. But he is really famous for talking about like when you're writing, you just you put shit aside. You like when he was doing Hunt for the Wilder People. That thing, God, that took I think like a decade to make. It took so goddamn long to make that movie, and it was yeah. I mean, that was before obviously he won an Oscar. It might take a lot quicker for him for things to get made. But even for people who are somewhat established, who have done good things, who are brilliant and so amazing. Like it's honestly, being in the industry at all, it is amazing that fucking anything gets made ever. It's unbelievable. Jane Richardson. That's so interesting. The word Richardson keeps coming up. I might have a doctor whose name is Richardson. He is definitely on a roll. Maybe when Pinocchio farts, it's sawdust. Like the wood. This is hilarious. You guys are so good. Um, I've got the giggle. I am very giggly today. Yesterday's very cried me a river. I cried a river over you. I've cried Lake Tahoe over my ex. Yeah. Um, I've cried a lake. I've cried not quite an ocean over my ex. But let's see here. We were talking about. God damn it. Can anyone remember? I was so excited. I was trying to stay on topic and not tangent, and I finished a thought, and I was going to come back to the story, and I forgot the story. I'm so sad. Who can remember? Cheers, by the way. I was talking about. Yeah, we were talking about like people roasting me, and how I know I was talking about how no matter what you do, that is your audience, that is your expression, that is your art. Even when you're like, I'm not in my art, it's like every job you do, you have an opportunity to express yourself. Like I remember when I wasn't writing, and I actually got a job again. It's when I met Chuck, and I was working with him, and I was his manager, and they needed someone to write the training manual, and I was like, please, like any opportunity to write, I would take it. Because yeah, I was saying like sometimes, yeah, maybe we really aren't ready. hold on. Madame Black Wolf is talking about anime da, ba, da, a series, Tales from the Shadows. Very cool. Um, I didn't realize you could put fun emojis in the chat. Look at y'all's being all tech savvy and cute and shit. Sorry. I'm a words, as Chuck and I would say, I'm such a wordsmith. I love using words like fuck and shit. I love talking some shit. Uh, I mean, you know, gosh dang it. Does any? I'm gonna have to like rewatch this to remember train of thought now. Anyone paying attention? Are you paying attention to me? Because I was talking about, yeah, talking about the maybe we're what was it? Being roasted and like what it's like when Anastasia actually has too much to drink. Well, she sings really loudly, and then I thought of a story I wanted to tell that was so fun. Thank you for paying attention, Andy. No, no, yeah, there's never a dull moment for me. I feel like singing something. I know that Andy, you requested to sing. You wanted me to sing Les Mis. I honestly, I get really weirded out by most musicals. They feel, this sounds horrible to say this. Often they're very cheesy to me, but Les Mis is very powerful and magical. And I also have come around to the musical for sure a lot more. I love that you want me to sing bring him home, bring me peace. That song, I have the soundtrack to the original Les Mis cast. I used to listen to that. I did see it. I think I finally saw that live. Like I don't see many things live, but I definitely saw that. I saw Cats. I saw Phantom of the Opera. I saw Wicked. So I've seen some core things live. But yeah, that sound, the original soundtrack to Les Mis. Oh my god, I cry for it. You know, I cry for it. I cry for it, Argentina. How about I mean, I do know some of those songs, but like me in true Anastasia fashion. By the way, if anyone can remember the fucking story I was gonna tell, I was gonna tell some type of fun story. Probably relate. It was like related to being, I don't know, a creative who's telling weird stories while she's at her normal 8 to 5 kind of job, or maybe it was about being drunk, or I can't remember. I can't remember what the fuck the story. Oh shit. Not being knocking everything down. But yeah. Argentina. Master of the House, a spoof. Randy Rainbow did a spoof. That's fun. I know, yeah. Yeah, and Andy, this is an aside, but no, Andy, you're an extraordinary singer. You are powerful. It would be fun to harmonize with you. You have a really beautiful voice. And unfortunately, when you send a voice memo on Instagram, I cannot save it and then resend it, unfortunately. But if you record anything as a voice a memo and then email it as an attachment, then I can. But not on Instagram, I have learned, unless you do like a screen recording. Do you hear the people singing the songs of angry men? This is the music of the people that will not be saved again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drum, there is a light about to start as tomorrow comes. Will you join in our brigade? We'll be strong and stand with me. Beyond the barricade, is there a world you long to see? We'll stand in the right and join in our right to be free. Oh, hear the people sing the songs of angry men. There is music. I could go on. That was a very terrible rendition of that song. But I love Les Mis. I love it. Oh, that original is he a baritone who sings the guy, the bring him home, the whole all that. I don't remember anybody's name from Les Mis, especially not in this moment. Sweet little songbird. I don't know about that being very sweet, but thank you. Hugh Jackman. Madame Blackwell's song style is a mixture of Amy Lee and Rob Halford. I'd be perfect for the voice of Jane Richardson's mom, Paula. Sorry, I have a friend named Paula. Paula Abdul. I was gonna sing one of her songs. Nothing came to mind. Shit. Is that 2 steps forward, 2 steps back? Isn't that Paula Abdul, or is that Janet Jackson? That's a late 80s, early 90s reference. We come together 'cause opposites attract, and you know. It's terrible. This unfortunately these live streams are recorded for fucking posterity. I mean, I could leave this private or X-rated Pinocchio fairy tales. Oh my god. Oh my god. If anyone else wants to like our live stream, that would be nice. I think I might. I normally don't eat on camera, but maybe I'll have a bite of hummus because it's just sitting here otherwise. I need to tell a story. There was a story I was going to tell. I'm so sad. I might have to record a video. I might have to rewatch. Not often, almost every time I rewatch my live streams, and that's how I take notes. I take very few notes during. I rewatch, I take notes, and then I add notes into the description. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I rewatch and don't do anything. Well, here's some hummus on a chip with some sesame action. Mmm. Eating on camera is the worst. That I literally I'm trying to keep my mouth closed and not make it loud, and instead I drooled. That was embarrassing. That was awesome. I mean, obviously I have no shame. So yeah. So for people who join our live stream and say you're rambling drunk, you have no idea. This is how I am normally. Rah, 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 rah. Rah, 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 rah. Oh, Valerie. I love you. Have a good night, Valerie. Hope your mommy's okay. Please give her a big hug and a kiss. Hope she's feeling better, and more better, and better every single day. We're very happy that you joined us. This was completely impromptu. So happy to see you. Please sleep well. Please sleep well. And now I have to mention what is hummus. I have to answer that. Hummus is garbanzo beans, aka chickpeas, ground up and blended, mixed with typically garlic, spices, herbs, olive oil, different things, tahini. It's Middle Eastern. It's very popular all over the world, really, but definitely in California, and certainly in the area I am from, where my family is from, I should say. I'm not from there, but I was born here, but those traditions were here, and that was a type of food I have eaten. It's generally considered Mediterranean. So there, that is hummus. And anyway, it's ground up into a very smooth consistency. It looks like that. Hummus. And I was a vegetarian and vegan for, God knows, 12 years. My middle name was hummus because beans, legumes are high in protein. Not as high as chicken, fish, meat, any type of animal protein to that end, or even cheese, really. But it's a protein source for a vegetarian or a vegan, as I was as well. So I ate lots of hummus. It's also very easy, especially if it's pre-made. You just grab it, you just chomp down. I love hummus so much, and I used to go to this place. My family had a house in Montebello. That's where my maternal grandfather built for us, and it's largely Armenian, Japanese, Latinx, Russian. Those are, I think, the primary immigrant communities there, and the Armenians have a place called Ani's Chicken, Ani apostrophe S, and they had the best hummus, fucking hummus. Yes, sorry for my friends who are Persian or even Iraqi. I am sorry, it's hummus. Yeah. Oh my god, but Ani's Chicken, goddamn. Oh, that was the best hummus I ever had. So I started to make my own. I am not. I love food. I love cuisine. I've worked in very high end cuisine and fine dining, but I've been a restaurant slut and food slut and foodie my whole life. But I cannot fucking stand cooking. I can't. It's annoying to me. I'm very meditative. I love painting. I love performing. I love reading. I like writing. But when it comes to cooking, that's not my thing. My son became a chef. My brother became a chef. My dad was an amazing barbecuer. My mom was an amazing baker. My sister does still do the culinary arts, but yeah, that is not my thing. So for me to say I wanted to make my own hummus, that is a bold thing. But I did. I made my own goddamn hummus and it was amazing. I made a variety of types. I haven't done that for a while though. Hummus is the best snack ever. Wow. Okay, we're just talking about hummus. Rah 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 rah. Old hummus romance. Wait, British? Wait, what kind of cooking style for British? You make, fish and chips? When I went to the UK, that's like the worst fucking food of anywhere, except for the fact that there's a huge Indian expatriate community, so they have the best fucking Indian food outside of India. So how about that? Oh my god, yeah, it does look like cheese dip, right? Hummus, yeah. Oh, queso, God, so good. Hummus is the best in the West. There is no, there, yeah, no. It's definitely best served cold. It's very warm here. It's probably room temperature at this point. Bangers, yeah, bangers and mashed potatoes and sausage. Viva Britannia. No, I'm not going to praise the colonizer, but thank you for the bangers and mash. I once went to, so when I was a nanny in France, exploited nanny in France for a family of Scientologists. That was fun. I took a weekend trip to Glasgow, Scotland. It was cold as a witch's titty. You heard it here first. No. That's something a friend of mine in Ireland would say. That is not my saying. That was his. What was his name? I don't want to say his last name. Kevin. His name was Kevin. From Dublin, Ireland. Cold as a witch's titty. Yeah, Glasgow. And I had these shoes that decided to become unglued, the sole from the rest of it. And so they started talking, and it was so cold and so rainy. And it started raining in my shoe. So my feet got wet. It was the miserable weekend. Glasgow, I probably should have gone to Edinburgh. Of course, there's a huge fight between Edinburgh and Glasgow where you should go. And one says not to the other, of course. But yeah, I went to a pub because I'm like, I want to have some proper Scottish pub food. Oh my God, It's like mystery meat and just lumps of potatoes. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? What is this? No wonder why people are drunk. They just their calories from their alcohol because the food was garbage. Sounds like I'm a pretentious twat, but yeah. Anyway, so Kevin, no, can't have a witch's titty. Yeah, Kevin once took me to outside of Dublin, to County. I want to say no, Gall Ball. I don't know. My brains are scrambled eggs in this moment. But he took me to a part of Ireland. He's like, where they still eat their children. It's cold as a witch's titty. Oh, very cool. Andy had another great dream. He was in Scotland, wanted to tour the famous castles, and you'll never guess who his tour guide was. Sean Connery. I have had so many. I have the most insane dreams, but I have never actually. No, I have dreamt of Sean Connery, but that is pretty fucking epic. Sir Connery himself. Sydney has only been to. Wow, that is a name. Jatenejo, Mexico. Gracias. Te amo. What did Andy? Did Madame Blackwolf say don't eat brie room temp? It smells like Windex. Fish and chips. I mean, a good fish and chips is a good fish and chips. You know what I mean? You never dream. Oh no. Wow, but you once did dream of a 50-foot bag of chips, a drum full of dip. Every yeah, I mean, that's part of I guess my incarnation, my calling. It sounds weird to say shamanic, but that's, the prophetic dreamer, the dreamer. Every night I incubate dreams present. I'm constantly communicating through the dream landscape and the waking landscape, and it would be that's such a part of my daily experience. It's weird to think that folks don't dream, but we're all so radically different. Woke up craving. I would too with a 50-pound 50-foot bag of chips and a oil drum full of dip. Amazing. Are you asking me that, Andy? Did I read your Marge and Tina joke? I don't even know where that was. I have no idea. You'll have to retell it if that's for me. I'm still bummed. I had such a fun. I was on such a roll. See, that's what happens. Like, I have a really particular way of communicating, and when I stay on point in my own brain, how it works, I always come back to the thread. And when I try to like do something to please the masses, it doesn't come out well. And then I forget my train of thought. No, everything's coming out as it needs to. Absolutely. I agree. I believe in that. I love that. I know that. Actually, fun. So I did kind of briefly show you the books that were under my phone stand. I have, but I just think it's interesting. It's kind of like a snapshot of where I'm at in life. And it speaks to you, Madam Blackwolf. So I have Don DeLillo's White Noise. I was so thrilled that there was a literal adaptation of that with Adam Durr playing one of the leads. So I wanted to reread that, or I never really fully, because I had to read that in undergrad, and I kind of skimmed, honestly. Sorry, Professor Rowe. I skimmed it. So I wanted to read that. And then I have a book, a really cool history of Hollywood called This Was Hollywood, something rather Valderrama. I have Clarice Lispector. She is a Brazilian short story writer, passed away. Amazing. Fucking, if you don't know Clarice Lispector, Lispector, excuse me, it says for women. Jesus fucking Christ, she is an amazing writer. High literary writer, at times experimental, very modernist. But books is called Wolfish. And this is, so I found this book, Madam Black Wolf, and then I think 2 days later, you were in my live stream, like a manifestation of this book. So the book is called Wolfish. I found it at a lending library here. It's just when you're taking a little walk and there's like a take a book, leave a book, one of those little libraries. I grabbed it. It's called Wolfish, Wolf Self, Stories We Tell About Fear by Erica Berry. I found this book and then you showed up in my live stream. How about that for synchronicity? Tina Fey's autobiography, Bossy Pants, and then Joan Rivers, one of her autobiographies called Enter Talking. So how about that? Let's see. Those are the books that are here that are on my bedside table that I put underneath my phone so we can have this live stream extravaganza, this impromptu Wednesday. Forget the word hump day. Forget hump day. Just Wednesday. Impromptu live stream because Anastasia's tired. Had a rough day, has been having a couple rough days and just needed to have fun with her good friend Ginny, some eating drinks and eat and drink on camera and have fun with her friends in a little moderated live stream. So these are the books underneath my camera. And let's see here. Sydney is about to have a quarter pounder with cheese. That sounds fun. Enjoy your midnight snack. I love it. Oh, Andy is telling a joke. I have to read his joke. That's cute. He also asked Madam if she dreams about marshmallows. When you wake up, please tell me if you have all your pillows. That's very cute. All right. Andy says, I was this guy who was a manager and he was fired. He had two secretaries named Argentina. He told them it was great working here and please don't cry for me, Margentina. Lord. You only the king of puns. You did retell a joke. I love it. Oh, the shitty thing about using your phone for live streams is that there is limited supply of battery power. So, because I have to use this, otherwise it sounds like buzzing bees that are going to attack you, and you can't hear anything I'm saying. I do need to use this as a microphone. Uh, oh shit! Excuse me. Oh wow, a little yawn. Oh my god. God, wasabi, sushi. I love sushi so much. You guys remember how we were talking about manifesting? Like, I want to eat sushi. I wanted a particular roll that I loved so much that I used to get in Huntington Beach at Sushi on Fire. And then I got that commission for the painting. And then there was a sushi place down the street, and I ended up having two rolls that were the best ever. I was gonna post it as a post on YouTube. I should do that. Yeah, I didn't catch that the first time, Andy. Thank you for resharing your joke, Andy. Um, Andy and Sydney are my moderators. Something about tomatoes. What tomatoes? All right. Oh shit, we're at 74 minutes. We've done this. We've gone there. I'm in my bedroom. I closed my door. My kitty is outside. Normally my kitty gets sad if I close the door and she can't get in. She like meows and meows. So I guess she doesn't care about me anymore. She's like, Anastasia, who? Meow. I'm happy out here. Just chilling in the hallway. Um, I mean, I might, knowing Galaxy, she's right outside the door waiting for me. Like, you forgot about me. Um, oh my goodness. I love you guys. I think I need to sign off shortly here, and I'm still bummed. I'm gonna have to rewatch this to remember what the hell the story I wanted to tell a very fun story. I was on like a whole rant. I love you too, Madam Black Wolf. I love you. Um, yeah, no gem. No Joyce. Yeah, no Chuck. Chuck had. I think there's something weird happening with notifications. We're not getting notified when certain people are doing anything at all. God knows how many channels I subscribe to, and yeah, things are weird. Like Instagram just changed pretty radically. Again, they did a huge upgrade. YouTube has obviously been doing another upgrade. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. So yeah, Chuck is really busy. Chuck has Tuesdays and Thursdays with Whimsy, and he has to be really well prepared for those live streams. So he's very, very, very deep into his work, and also he hates heat. So he tries to budge very little and do very little, as much only what he has to do during sessions like this. And I didn't tell Joyce I was going live. I only told you, Andy, because you requested that. Otherwise, damn, look at the people like Madam Blackwolf, Sydney, Mr. Zestfully Clean showed up. I'm so glad you got notified, Andy and Sydney. That I love that. Yeah. I don't know what it is. Like sometimes it's selective. Maybe because y'all are my top fans. Sydney and Andy are my top fans. Maybe that's why they got notified. I don't know. Madam Blackwolf is the top fan too. Like, look at you guys. You got crowns and shit. You're queens and kings of my broadcast. But I love you guys. Madam Blackwolf, macabre matriarch here tonight. Damn right we are. And you got it's oh my god, it's 10:30 now, 10:36 p.m. here in LA, and I think y'all are on. I'm being all y'alls tonight. Y'alls. You guys are on different. You're in different time zones, right? Aren't you like 2 hours ahead of me? Is that like after midnight? Midnight snacks? That's cute. Oh wow. Oh my god. Yeah, 1:36 a.m. You're 3 hours ahead? Damn. Amazing. I love it. Thank you for joining me, for making my night a lot more fun. I needed a day off. I needed a day off. Yeah. I've just, I don't know how I've gotten through the last few months, but I have barely. And sometimes it's just harder than others. And even though a lot of what I'm doing is very fun, like art and performance and whatever, I get to do on YouTube and so on, and record videos and post stuff on the socials. Yeah, the reality, so to speak, of what I just went through, my job loss and sweetheart loss. Yeah, it can be overwhelming. So it was such a pleasure to spend yesterday with you guys and cry and sing and have fun. And today to be silly and goofy and playful and read a fairy tale that became unreasonably, like, why? I mean, that was not just me and my dirty mind. Like, that version of Pinocchio in this children's book was so not X-rated. And that's why they say, like, most children's stories are not for kids. They are for adults who are then reading them to kids and have to, like, change the words as they're reading them because they're so fucking dirty. Oh my God. I made your night. Yeah, thank you. You can't stop looking at the Tales of the Dark Side picture. You mean my is that tree photo that dark? That's like to me that's like me being like the lightest and most lovely. Like, it's a picture of nature. And it's like Tales of the, no wonder I gave that to my cousin and his wife when they had their first child, and they gave it away. So maybe that's why it's like really dark. I don't know. Really? It looks that dark? That's the fuck? What? People? Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, Now you have a new word for your album, Pinwoody Cuckapoop. Yeah. Oh man, or when Pinocchio farts, it's what was that? It's sawdust. Oh wow, hello. I actually brought my light into my bedroom so I could be illuminated for you guys. There we go. Do my photo shoot, my boudoir photo shoot. Well, this was very fun. This was a very unexpected Wednesday day, and what a treat. Um, Before I go, Sydney, you're mentioning a show. What show are you talking about? Devon Sawa? Wait, Tales from the Dark Side? Is that it? Oh wait, Madam Black Wolf, you share a birthday with Tom Petty and Snoop Dogg. That's random. My birthday, I think, who is it? Maggie Gyllenhaal, Leo DiCaprio. I don't know. Their birthdays are like one day away from mine. I can't remember. Oh, I think the person who shares my birthday, this is really bizarre and almost dumb. Mickey Mouse. But incidentally, I live in Los Feliz area where they have this architectural design that Walt Disney used to put in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and I live in a cottage, a Snow White cottage, and I often go to the Gelsons, which used to be Walt Disney's actual animation studio. So I guess that's appropriate that my birthday is the same as Mickey Mouse's, randomly. Anyway, this is the good lighting. Damn. Uh, oh shit, you're a Scorpio? Is that why we're BFFs, Man and Black Wolf? I think you already know that, right? I'm a quadruple Scorpio. It's my sun thing. Venus, Uranus. My moon is Pisces, so that tones down the Scorpio, but makes it extra watery and sad. Cry, baby. Extra psychic, too. Yeah, please don't chew your marshmallow pillows. I'm going through the chat right now. Okay, my lovelies. I'm going to head out. Wait, you're a Libra? Oh, shit, but you're a cusp. Dude, you're a cusp. Like, that's right on the cusp. It's like 21st is like when you become a Scorpio. You're an honorary Scorpio. How about that? Yeah, you're honorary Scorpio. My brother, sister, father were all Scorpios. I say were. My brother and father passed on, but my sister's still here. Uh, there we go. Let's get the hair. Hair. All right. Devichka. If you have, yeah, check out Devichka or Devochka or whatever the fuck this band on Spotify. I can't remember. I don't want to toggle over to Spotify right now on my phone, but yeah, they have some good music, and they featured their music on a Sunshine like 20 years ago. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me on this Wednesday unexpected live stream. Not a hump day by any means. We just were chilling like villains and having our best life. Even Zestfully Clean joined us, Mr. Zest, and apologized because he likes to get real naughty and say funny things. So yeah, thank you for the theme to Tales of the Dark Side, Andy. This is the best damn live stream yet. Fuck yeah. I love it. And I was about to tell some crazy story, and I'm gonna have to again rewatch this whole fucking thing to see what the hell story I wanted to tell. It was gonna be so fun, and I can't remember, but I will remember once I rewatch this. Okay, I love you guys. You're beautiful, all of you. In this moment, it says 4 people are watching. I see. I almost said Adney. Hello, dyslexia. Andy, Sydney, Madam Black Wolf. I'm here. That's not the 4th. Who's in the shadows? Anyway, I don't know who's here, but YouTube's weird. There could be like 50 people watching, and I don't even know. Madam Black Wolf, I love you. Oh, hearts. I'm holding my phone. I need to put it back down. Oh, shit. I'm going to drop my accoutrement here. Oh, that's another painting. Can you see that crazy ass creepy thing? It's like a person. That's Victoria. Someday I'll show you all my weird ass art. I love you guys. Yes, may your dreams be kind. I love you, Andy, Madam Blackwolf, and Sydney. And as we do in every live stream, even when it's not secret, impromptu, and we read X-rated fairy tales of Pinocchio, I go through the chat to thank everyone who showed up. So let's go through this. I love you guys. Andy, of course, Madam Blackwolf, and Sydney. Y'all are OGs. Valerie F., whose mommy had that fall. I'm so glad her mommy's doing better. Let's see. This was a much more personal, fun hangout session. It was really fun. But we have to acknowledge that we did have other people join us too, including Kenneth, who loved my fizzy hair. I would say frizzy hair. And we had, let's see here. Oh, TWC Myers joined us. I once called him TLC, Tender Loving Care. Oh, don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and lakes that we used to. I know that you're gonna have it someday or nothing at all. But I listen you and do fast. I don't even remember how to sing that song, but that's TLC. TWC was here. Mr. Zest was here and actually was very kind and apologized because he was the one who said I was just like a head on a swivel, just a head, a comedy head, a crap. Oh, he said I was because I started singing Joyful, Joyful, a gospel song, right? Lauryn Hill famously sang that in Sister Act 1. And he called me Sacred Crackhead. So, yeah, he was trying to troll me, but I highly doubt he's still here. He said that Valerie seems chill. He'd love to smoke a blunt with her. So Andy was made today. Another big thing was Andy and Sydney were both made moderators. And we were also joined by El Coge Abuelas, who wanted to do fentanyl with me. Fuck. And I think that's where the chat can't go any further because we blew up the fucking chat today. We are beasts. I love us. We are so good. We are so, so cool. You're the coolest. I'm the coolest. We're the joint coolest. Love you. Bless you. Fizzy hair. Now we want a Pepsi. Let's never forget Labubu, who is I kept calling Labubu a she, but yeah, I looked up Labubu's what do you call it? Profile on YouTube, and definitely not a she. I think their name is Brady, which registers to me as he. All right, I love you. We will never forget Labubu, even if that's just like a little fuzzy animal Pikachu type thing. Anyway, have a beautiful night. Sleep well, dream well. May your dreams be kind. I will see you for sure on Friday. Maybe I'll go live tomorrow because I'll be procrastinating doing my fucking commission. I need to finish my goddamn painting. Sorry. Electric Blue Restaurant. I'll finish it. I just needed a break. I was crying my eyeballs out. Because sometimes shit gets real. All right. Listen to Devichka. Have a good night. Sleep well. Dream well. Thank you for joining me. I don't know who the fourth person is joining us, but whoever you are in the shadows, I love you. Even if you're my ex, I love you most of all. All right. Have a good night. I love you all. I will thank you. It was so good to see you. And Andy, in terms of what you can put on a YouTube channel, anything that isn't pornographic. As long as it's not pornographic, you're good. The three main types of YouTube channels are health related, relationships related, or wealth related. So Choose something in one of those categories. This is health in terms of mental health, fun, art. We're having fun. That's this. Otherwise, that is generally what we do. All right, my phone is now down to 10%. I have to go. I love you. Thank you. I have two moderators for the like two people in the in the chat right now. It's awesome. I love you guys. You're so cool. Thanks for hanging out with me. This was the best ever. Yes, stay safe, stay sweet. I don't know who's in the shadows, but it might be Pinwoodio instead of Pinocchio. I love you. Okay, I gotta go. This has been like an hour and a half of a random hangout sesh. I love you guys. Take good care. Be safe. Stay cool. I know it's warm out there. It's summer, but enjoy it. Try it. My challenge for you is find a way to enjoy the fuck out of yourselves, no matter what you're doing. Even if you can't do your art full time, find a way to do it even in your regular job and stay cool even if it's hot as hell outside. I love you. Have a good night. Sweet dreams. What? Pinocchio farted and he smells sawdust. Okay, we gotta go. I love you. Not as much singing today, but that's okay. I will sign off by saying, I love you. I walked with you once upon a dream. I love you. The dream in your eyes, so bemusing. You know that I love you, and I know these aren't the lyrics to the song. But I love you, and good night, sweetheart. Good night. Bye.